The Washington Wizards were hosting their first game one at home in the playoffs in 38 years. The last time they hosted a game one at home in the postseason was the last time they actually made it to the NBA Finals, where they lost to the Seattle Supersonics. Today, the Wizards were hosting the Atlanta Hawks, and very, very early on, like the Wizards were fired up and for this playoff game, but some things were not going quite well for the Wizards. In particular, Bradley Beal wasn't, out of all of the players, was not knocking down his shots. The bench wasn't contributing, and they could not stop the Atlanta Hawks on offense. In particular, they couldn't stop the Atlanta Hawks from going to the foul line. It wasn't necessarily that one team was on fire against the other. It was just that the Hawks were better against the foul line and knocking down some outside shots. In particular, Dennis Schroeder was strong for the Atlanta Hawks. Dennis Schroeder was strong for the Atlanta Hawks. He would finish with 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 9 assists. And Washington earlier on could not contain Dwight Howard on the boards. I think earlier on he had something like 8 or 9 rebounds in the first half. I can't remember the exact numbers. And Paul Millsap was strong for the Atlanta Hawks. He would finish with 19 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. But it was in the third quarter where the Washington Wizards began to, I don't want to say blow the game open, but were able to take control of the game. And this came largely from behind the efforts of the team's all-star, John Wall. He would finish with 32 points, 4 rebounds, and 14 assists. Bradley Beal finally was able to start knocking down his shot, and he would finish with 22 points. And Markieff Morris was big also for the Wizards. He contributed with 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. Marcin Gortat got the better of Dwight Howard in the second half, and he would finish with 14 points and 10 rebounds. The Wizards now have a 1-0 lead in this best of 7 series. While the Wizards not exactly beat down the Atlanta Hawks as Charles Barkley had predicted, they were able to take control of this series in the take control of this game, in the second half, and they now have a 1-0 lead in this best of 7 series. Well, tell me what you guys think about this series. Who you think is going to win? Ultimately, I think the Wizards are still going to win this series. I think it might be something like 4-2. But tell me what you guys think.